Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto News Simplified. My name is Ali and today is May 2nd, 2022. So happy May everyone. I got a lot of news to cover from the weekend. There was a bunch of things going on. First up, we have the Solana network experiences a 7-hour outage. So this is like the seventh time in the past probably 8 months, maybe 10 months that Solana has gone down. And this was due to an NFT mint where bots were trying to mint these NFTs, which caused a record-breaking 4 million transactions per second. And this basically just clogged up the network, crashed a bunch of validators. No, the validators had to pretty much shut down the whole network. And it took 7 hours for them to kind of wind it back, figure out what went wrong, and to restart everything. Um, so now this is again like the seventh time in under a year that Solana has gone down for a long time. By a long time, I mean more than 4 hours. And this is kind of unacceptable. For a blockchain of this size, Solana has a lot of money in it, institutional money in it as well, of people that support it. But, you can't just go down. If it's just not right. Like if you have money on Solana and the network goes down, you can't access your funds, you can't remove them, you can't transact, you can't buy stuff. So it's just not an efficient blockchain right now. And they still say it's in beta, so they're still working on it, but that's a really long time. So there's been a lot of talk about what the foundation's going to do to stop this from happening. And one talk that I've seen is that they're saying that they're going to stop bots from being able to work on the network. So not allowing bots to mint NFTs or to run front ending with trades and stuff like that on dexes. So I'm curious to see what they'll do to try and fix it. But blockchain technology is still new, and Solana runs off of a different type of it's not proof of they have proof of stake, I think authority proof of stake, but they also have proof of history, which is new. No one's ever tried that before. So they have some new type of ways of trying to solve these problems of scalability and faster transactions, faster block times compared to Ethereum or Cardano or Avalanche or whatever. But yeah, again, Solana's out. This is another big story of the weekend, and this happened on Phantom. So basically, one of Phantom's biggest whales, who they nicknamed Roosh, took out a $50 million loan. It used to be 90 million, but with the Phantom price dropping at the time of this post 3 days ago, it was worth 50 million. So basically, he took 90 million of his money in Phantom and put it up for collateral, took out a loan, bought a bunch of bought a bunch of solid and deuce and stakes it, right? So he buys the solid coin, he buys the deuce coin, and he locks them in a smart contract for 4 years, becoming completely illiquid, meaning he cannot touch this money that he just borrowed, and he has no way to pay back his loan. So the market dumps and he gets liquidated. Pretty much crashing the price of Phantom over the weekend. So I think the price was at like $1.50, and as of now it's at around 75 cents. Um, there was the guy who runs, I think, Liquid Driver, one of the devs of Liquid Driver, reached out and was able to get this guy a loan of I think 30 million to kind of help him out to pay back, his 50 million. And yeah, but the loan was provided by Deuce. Sorry. Not Liquid Driver. So yeah, this guy, last I seen, he still has 18 million that needs to be liquidated. Now, this can cause a whole cascading event. It can cause other people who also have loans have to recall their position on other protocols on Phantom, not just on Scream. Um, so it's just crazy. But in my opinion, this tests crypto period, especially Phantom, on how well they can survive this crash. So far, they're holding out. I think the lowest the coin dropped was to 69 cents, and this guy still has another 18 million left to be liquidated. So it's crazy. And shout out to this guy on Twitter, Tux at Megastuffs. So he did a whole thread, and you can look through his thread here where he went through all the top chains, and he has them here: ETH, BNB, Sol, Luna, Crow, ARB, AVAX, Phantom, Maddox, and Tron, yeah, TRX Tron. So he went through each of them. If a whale were to do this on each chain and take a $50 million loan, what would be the slippage? What would be the crashing price of the coin if they got liquidated? Now, ETH is the safest with a 9% slippage. And this is just because ETH has been around the longest. It has the most money on it. Same with BNB. BNB is one of the most used smart contract blockchains, and they had a 16% slippage with $50 million liquidated. Solana had 32%, so you can see all the numbers here. Phantom has a 42.5%, Matic 62.5%. So this just shows you how early we are in DeFi and how just illiquid everything is, and how we're walking on thin ice. So a lot of, there's billions upon billions of dollars invested in multiple blockchains and different DeFi protocols. But when whales mess around and take out these huge loans like this, they could really crash the network, and bring about the whole price of that cryptocurrency and also other protocols. So I think from this guy, not only Phantom went down, but everything on the Phantom network went down as well. So Scream went down as well. Liquid Driver went down. Tomb, I think Tomb depegged for a bit. So there was a lot of consequences to this guy. This is one of the largest loans I've seen in cryptocurrency. And I don't know what this guy was thinking. And he still owes, yeah, like about $18 million. So I don't know. He's probably going to get liquidated. It's probably going to take another week to happen. But, people have been buying up Phantom. And when this word of this came out, a lot of people dumped their coins as well, because the best thing to do in this situation, in my opinion, is to dump your coins, and then once the coin crashes, to buy back at a lower price. This way you don't lose on your investment. Some people just held through it. So it depends on what you think is the best thing to do. Other people just sold and left the network. But so that was a big thing this weekend with Phantom. And yeah, Phantom's still going through it, still going strong though. And up next, Yuga Labs. So Saturday, Yuga Labs, who is the creators and owners, the popular NFT Bored Ape Yacht Club. So they had their land sale on Saturday for the other side, Metaverse, and it was such a big deal. Excuse me, it was such a big deal. They practically crashed Ethereum. The transaction fees, the gas was so high. People were paying 16 Ethereum for one transaction. Okay, that's like crazy. People were paying over $100,000. The most I saw was 16 Ethereum this guy paid. And if Ethereum's at what, $3,000, that's over $300,000. That's crazy. Crazy. I'm sorry, over 30,000. Over $30,000. So people were spending over $30,000 just in a transaction fee just to mint a piece of land. And there's a lot of people who paid this transaction fee whose transactions failed and they didn't even get a piece of land out of it. So there's been a huge uproar. Yuga Labs has came out and apologized to everyone who was trying to get land, and they have promised to reimburse everyone's transaction fees who failed to mint land. And they have announced that Ethereum is no good. It's not worthy for what they want to do. So now they are going to move the Ape coin to its own blockchain. Well, they're going to put it up for vote. I'm sorry, I apologize. So they're going to put it up for vote with ApeDAO, where users who hold ApeCoin will be able to vote. But basically, what they want to do is move ApeCoin to its own layer 1 blockchain or layer 2. There's been a bunch of debate on Twitter if they should go layer 1 or layer 2, or if they should just stay on Ethereum. So, yeah, it's crazy. Over 55,000 plots of land were sold at a flat price of 305 ApeCoin, which was about 4,500 pounds. So I think that's about like $4,000. Um, and yeah, there was over $100 million of transaction fees just burnt. So the way Ethereum works is every time you do a transaction, a part of that, the fees that you pay in the transactions get burned, like permanently deleted from the system. So over $100 million were burned Saturday night alone. So that is insane. So a lot of people were upset about that too, that was just a huge waste of money. That money could have gone to charity. There could have been a lot of things done with that money. $100 million is a lot of money. And yeah, but the land sale went strong. It was probably one of the biggest things in crypto. Up next, a new chain proposal for Thor Chain. So Thor Chain is talking about integrating Atom and the whole Cosmos hub into the Thor Chain. So if you don't know what Thor Chain is a blockchain that you can swap coins natively. And I'm not talking about like wrapped tokens, like wrapped Bitcoin to Ethereum or vice versa, but you can swap native Bitcoin for native Ethereum or native Dogecoin for native Litecoin, or any of the ones that they support. So they had just added Luna and UST about a month ago, and now they are voting to add Atom to the network. So this is big news, and this will bring more usability to Thorchain, and this will bring more people using their coin, their token Rune. So this is pretty awesome. Thorchain has a lot of things up their sleeve. I'm very excited for what they got coming, so definitely keep you guys in the loop. Up next, this was a big announcement. FIFA announces partnership with blockchain innovator Algorand. So I haven't used Algorand much. I know a lot of people love it. It's supposed to be completely green energy and cheap to use. So yeah, they got a huge partnership with FIFA. So they will be a part of the World Cup Qatar regional supporter in North America and Europe, and a FIFA Women's World Cup Australia and New Zealand 2023 official sponsor. So FIFA is looking to expand into blockchain. There's a lot of things they can do with this. They can make, for example, tickets to games, NFTs. So this means people would have to download an Algorand wallet in order to hold these NFTs. They can probably accept Algorand at the stadiums where games are being played. They can have special promotional NFTs, for different stadiums that you can collect and sell. Oh, it's just unlimited what they can do. They can maybe even stream the game on the blockchain. They don't really talk about what they want to do. They just say that they're excited for this business deal and to expand into digital opportunities across various applications. And, they're looking to be on the cutting edge of technology, innovating, just all these big words. But there's just a lot that they can do when you think about it. So, yeah, so we'll, excited to see Algorand making big moves like this. Up next, top EU, that's European Union, official calls for global crypto agreement. So this lady here, what's her name? May Reed McGuinness. So she's talking about how there needs to be a global framework for crypto, to help crack down on people using it illegally, for black market activities, or people trying to evade sanctions or evade taxes and stuff like that. So it's basically bringing about, they're already working on this with CBDCs, that's a central bank digital currencies. So this is nothing new. We know this is coming. And the EU, they're very anti-Bitcoin because it's bad for the environment, and they're also against, a lot of truly decentralized cryptocurrencies like Monero, for example. They rather have the centralized cryptos that they can track and that they can watch your every movement. So definitely not a fan of that, but we'll see how this goes. Up next, Ethereum Name Service ENS crosses 1 million registered domain names. So this is pretty cool for ENS. If you guys aren't familiar with this, basically you just create a username. So let's say cryptosimplified.ens or .eth. I'm sorry, .eth. It would be cryptosimplified.eth, and you could just send Ethereum to that address. That would be your address. So, or any ERC20 token. So, any token on Ethereum, like Uni, for example, or Sushi, you could just send to that address. And this is just an easier way to send people money, so you don't have to type out this really long, complex address. If you've ever used cryptocurrency, you know that the addresses are like, what, 24 digits? It's capital letters, lowercase letters, it's numbers, so it's a pain in the butt to sit there and type in or to copy and paste. But with ENS, you basically claim a name. So let's go fishing.eth, or hey, it's Monday.eth. You claim a name, and anyone from anywhere can use that name to send you money. So yeah, over 1 million registered domain names. So that's pretty big. Up next, we have video startup Angel Studios discloses 10.6 million Bitcoin investment. So I had never heard of Angel Studios. I'm definitely going to check them out. But basically, they're like a crowdsourcing type Netflix. Pretty much users vote on what movies they want Angel Studios to create, and Angel Studios will create it, you know, so almost like a GoFundMe type thing for movies. And they took a portion of their money last year and they ended up investing 10.6 million into Bitcoin just to diversify their reserves, you know, and not have everything in cash or different assets. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. More companies are definitely getting involved in crypto. Up next, Elon Musk wrote a letter to, or not a wrote a letter, I'm sorry, but in a recent SEC, that's a Securities Exchange filing, he talked about how Bitcoin is a liquid alternative to cash and saying that it has a lot of long-term potential. So basically, he just talked about how he loves Bitcoin, how it's a great investment for the company just to hold a portion of its reserves, to just secure, you know, its reserves so that's not holding all of cash or just holding all of one asset. And he also talked about how they did not sell any crypto last year. In quarter one, you know, there was that rumor that Tesla was dumping Bitcoin, but they have 1.5 billion in Bitcoin at the time of this filing. So, yeah, so you know, Elon Musk is big into Bitcoin and Dogecoin, so it's cool to see him talking to the Securities Exchange about it and letting them know, like, hey, this is a good product. Up next, we have Uzbekistan president issues decree regulating cryptocurrencies mining and trading. So this is another country looking to get into regulating cryptocurrencies mining and trading. It's a great news, and I think we'll see many more countries doing this because it's inevitable. You can't stop a blockchain. Up next, speaking of ApeCoin, I spoke of it earlier. They are now live on Polygon. So now you can use ApeCoin, you can bridge it or I guess transfer it over to Polygon and use it on any of Polygon's, you know, 19,000 plus dApps and games across the board. So, you know, ApeCoin has so much institutional money involved in it. I've never seen a coin get so much adoption so fast. But yeah, ApeCoin's now on Polygon. And lastly for today, guys, Argentina's largest private bank launches crypto trading feature. So Banco Galicia now allows users to buy Bitcoin, Ether, USDC, and XRP. So again, more banks, more countries getting involved in crypto, just opening it up for people to be able to buy and purchase. And like I've said before in my other videos, if you guys watched, I definitely see in the future a lot of these banks are going to want to be the custodians of your crypto. If you buy crypto, guys, make sure you learn how to use a wallet properly and safely, and that you don't hold your coins on an exchange or let a bank hold your coins. If it's not your private key, it's not your coins. And this means that if they're holding your coins, they can freeze your assets, they can seize them, they can sell them without your permission. There's a lot of things they can do. But if you put your coins in a wallet, you know, and secure it in cold storage is the best, you know, on Ledger, for example, or onto if you have a hard drive, put it on a hard drive. This is the safest thing to do because your private key then is stored offline. Your private key is a computer file that if anyone gets it, they have access to your funds. So you want to make sure you're storing it offline and not letting banks hold your private key or hold your crypto. So yeah, that's basically it for this Monday night. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, you want to learn about how to hold your coins safely in a wallet, don't forget to send me a DM. I do one-on-one consultations with people. I charge 25 an hour, and I'll walk you through step by step how to use cryptocurrency. I also explain how blockchain technology works if you're curious and you don't fully understand it. I'm pretty good at what I do. I have a bunch of customers. So, yeah, you can always follow me on Instagram as well at cryptosimplified.fl, where I post daily content. I do trivia questions, vocabulary lessons for people getting into crypto, and just try and help you learn as much as you can so that you can make the best decisions financially when investing. So, thank you again, guys. I hope you have a great night.